Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am showing you how to do a look inspired by Kendall Jenner in one of her recent Instagram posts. It's kind of like a khaki eye with some gold and didn't look like she was wearing any false lashes. So this is the picture that I was inspired by. I'm just linking it here for you so you can have a look. And obviously she's pretty tanned and I'm not, but I'm just recreating it for my skin tone. So to start off, I'm using my Velourlips by Maybelline. It's like a tinted lip balm. I use it every single day. And to prime, I'm using my Benefit Professional Primer, just patting it into the skin and more so in the T-zone. Now I'm going in with my Coquette shadow by MAC and I'm brushing up my brows with a spoolie and then just using a small angled brush, just brushing the shadow through my brows just for a more natural effect and just to fill in any sparse areas, and also focus on the tail end as well, making sure to kind of make sure my brows are all filled in. Next up, I'm using my Maybelline FitMe concealer and using the tiniest bit just on the tip of that brush just under the start of my brows, just to clean up that area. Otherwise I find the brows can come too far down. Next, I'm taking this corrector by Bobbi Brown in the colour Bisque and just putting it under my eyes just to correct any dark circles under there and brighten up. It's that peach colour and it works really well for brightening under the eyes. So I'm just patting that in with my finger. Next up, I'm grabbing my Estee Lauder DoubleWear foundation, another favourite of mine, and putting it on a angled kabuki style brush. I'm just buffing that into the skin. This foundation is awesome if you want a really good coverage. It has a slight SPF in it and it is a little bit harder to cleanse off at the end of the night, but it's worth it if you're wanting a flawless base. Bronzing up the skin today with my Soleil Tan de Chanel cream bronzer, obviously by Chanel, and just putting that on the high points of my face where I feel like the sun will naturally hit my face to give me a bit more colour and a little bit more definition. So it's a cream product as well, it's a lot more natural. I am going to set it with a powder though, and a bronzer powder too. So I'm going back in with my Maybelline Fit Me concealer and highlighting my face, so under my eyes, down my nose, my forehead, on my cupid's bow and on my chin, and then just using my same foundation brush to buff the concealer in. Next up is my BLAC Cosmetics cream contour kit, and I'm using one of the contour shades to underline under my cheekbones and just to create some shadow and dimension, and also down my nose as well to make it appear a wee bit slimmer. And then once I've put that on my face, I'm just going to buff it out again with the same brush. To set under my eyes, I'm going in with my Maybelline Better Skin, and this is a powder foundation, but I just like to pat it into the skin under my eyes. It is a light shade, so it does help to brighten there as well. After I've done that, I'm going to grab my Clinique Beyond Perfecting foundation powder and using a big fluffy brush just set the rest of my foundation in place and give my skin a smoother appearance. Next up is my Smashbox Bronze Lights bronzer, and I really like this because it is quite matte, but it is also a warm shade, so it doesn't make your face look dead. It gives you a bit more warmth and does look like you've been in the sun a wee bit. Picking up my favourite contour kit, this is the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, grabbing the lightest contour shade and using a round top contour brush, just popping that under my cheekbones, down my nose, and a wee bit on my temples and under my lip as well. Next up is another BLAC Cosmetics product. This is their Illuminator in the shade Golden Glow, and this is a beautiful illuminator. It's also cruelty free as well, and you can get them in 3 different shades. I've talked about them in my other videos, but I just use a big fan brush to pop that onto the high points of my face, like down my nose, cupid's bow as well. This is an Anika eyeshadow in the colour Gold Dust, and I like to use it just on the very high points of my face, and I'm using a fluffy blending brush, it's actually an eyeshadow brush, and just popping that on the extreme high points so that I'm glowing well, and then grabbing that brush, I'm just going to make sure it's all blended in together. Taking my NYX blush in the colour Dusty Rose, and Kendall was quite blushed up as well as bronze, so I'm going to do the same thing. So just using a Sigma blush brush, I'm just going to pop that onto my cheeks and up towards my temples, just blending it in where my highlighter is as well. Just going to zoom you in here a bit so you can see the eye makeup more clearly. So first up, I'm grabbing my Shade and Light palette, which is the eye palette from Kat Von D, and taking that sort of neutral brown colour, I'm taking it on a MAC 217 brush and start blending it into the crease. So just build up the opacity of the shadow and then just keep blending it out, so just in that crease area, and then I'm taking a big Sigma blending brush and just buffing it out so there's no harsh lines. Taking the cream shade just up the top there from the Kat Von D palette, I'm just using a pencil brush and brushing that underneath my eyebrows. Taking my Makeup Revolution palette, which is, I got it from Beauty Bliss, and they are a really affordable set of shadows. This one I think is the Mermaid palette. It's got so many different shadows in it for creating lots of different looks, and I'm taking the green shade in it's kind of like a khaki green and an olive shade as well, and I'm just starting to put that lighter green on the on the inner corner and outer corners of the eye, and blending it into where we've placed that brown shade as well. So just picking on the colour and then blend it out as well, just into the crease. Taking that olive green shade, which is slightly darker, I'm then starting to put it in the outer corner and inner corner as well, and just blending it over top of that green that we've already placed down. This just intensifies the colour and makes it a little bit more darker, a bit more similar to Kendall's makeup. Taking that 217 again with no additional product, just buffing out the colour back into the crease with that first warm brown. Next I'm taking the NARS Velvet Shadow Stick, and this is in the colour, I think it's called Hollywoodland, and these are awesome. Like if you lay them down as a base, they last all day long, they don't fade. You can swatch them on your hand and it will still be there at the end of the day. So just applying that to the centre of the lid just as a base and patting it out with my fingers so that there's no harsh lines. Taking my Black Cosmetics Tory palette in the colour Gold Bronze, super pigmented shadows, I'm just using that pencil brush to go over where we've laid down the velvet shadow stick, and as you can see the pigment is just sticking right to that shadow stick and the intensity is quite bright. In the picture of Kendall you can see with the eyes open there are those darker sort of green tones and then sort of pop of gold on the middle of the lid, just right in the centre. Then once I've finished putting that gold on, I'm just using a pencil brush and dragging the brown just under the eyelid there, and then once I've blended out the brown, I'm going to go in with those two same green colours from the Makeup Revolution palette and buff them under the eyes as well. Taking my Maybelline Colour Show Kohl eyeliner, I'm just getting an angled brush and just dragging it over the top of the tip of the pencil, and then using the brush to just trace along the lash line just to darken up the lashes at the base and make the colour appear a bit more intense at the base of the lashes. Once I've done that, then I'm going to take the Kohl liner and just line the inner rim of my waterline and my tight line as well. Time to curl these bad boys. My lashes are super straight, so I like to use a lash curler. This one's from MAC, and just really pump the lash curler so that all of the lashes are turned upwards. And then once I've done that, I grab my waterproof mascara. This one is the Maybelline Sensational Lash Mascara. or Lash Sensation mascara and using the wand just to wriggle it up from the base of the eyelashes. In this look, Kendall doesn't look like she's wearing any false lashes, so I'm just using mascara and really plumping up my natural eyelashes. Once you've done the top lashes, pop a layer of mascara onto the bottom lashes as well. This is quite important. Next up, using one of my favourite lip liners. This is my Mary Kay lip liner. It's just like a twist up one. It's got a little sharpener in the lid, and I just use that to line my lips. No overdrawing, just line them quite naturally. And then taking my Australis Velourlips liquid lipstick, and this is in the shade Pa-ree. I got this one from She Lives Cruelty Free. It's my second tube of it. I absolutely love it, and they have a large range of the other colours as well, so you should definitely check them out. Last step, I'm taking my Trilogy Hydrating Mist Toner and just spritzing my face to make sure all the powders are melted. And there we have it, the final look. I hope you guys liked it. Obviously, I don't resemble Kendall at all, but I just really liked this look and thought that it was quite easy to achieve and was quite good for making the eyes stand out. Oh, that's just me Snapchatting Bridget. And yeah, so if you do like this look and you want to see more, please subscribe to my page, give the video a thumbs up, it really helps since I'm pretty new to YouTube still, and leave me a comment below with other things that you might like to see, or if you like this look, or if you do recreate it, if you could tag me on Instagram at Victoria Nunns Beauty, I would absolutely love to see it. Alright guys, see you in my next video, bye!